Well, we have yet more problems coming from Ubisoft. Now they've canceled some stuff. If you remember this little toy on the screen, I covered this not that long ago, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks. I can't remember exactly when this broke, but this little Pure Arts figure that looks like Funko Pops. I mean, these look like they're Funko Pops. I don't know if these are a big thing now or what, but nonetheless, they had a special collectible for Assassin's Creed Shadows, and they put it out and thought this was going to be a big hit, and it ended up making people in Japan angry. Probably because the broken Torii Gate, which is what the Ninja Girl is sitting on, represents the bombing of Nagasaki, because in Nagasaki there's a broken gate, and it stands there in remembrance of what happened. And Ubisoft put this all out like, whoa, what did we do? I can't believe that they're mad about this. Well, they didn't say that, but I mean, maybe, just maybe, if instead of hiring dollar store Japanese consultants, which is what they did, they got Thomas Lockley, who is kind of a communist, to back up their claims. That's it. It's more so they hired him to try to justify this dude being an actual samurai, which he's not. He was like a retainer. Still a high-up position, but still not a samurai. It's questionable if he even ever saw battle. But anyway. And then some woman that specializes in transgenerational sex. So people that have big age gaps, I think. That's what her specialties are. Kind of says something about Ubisoft that those were their choices. So instead of getting real consultants that actually know their shit, they got these dollar store people that just kind of line up more with their beliefs and ideology instead of, getting real ones. And because of that, they have paid a very damning price. Lots of mistakes. They've been stealing signs from people and putting them in their books. It's a shit show. There's so much shit, too. This Torii Gate is just the tip of the iceberg and shit that they've messed up with references to Japan. All the way to the point to how things are written in scrolls. Because I don't know the name of the language. It's not kanji. That's like the English-looking version of their language. The symbols that they write with. From what I understand, you're supposed to do it from top to bottom. They've got Yusuke doing it from bottom to top. That's just another small little example of how much they've screwed this shit up. And it's their fault for hiring people that don't know what the hell they're doing. So this thing is canceled. There was huge blowback over this Torii Gate thing. And they did it to themselves. So they've canceled it because it's an insensitive design. We recently released an insensitive design, Pure Art said in an X Twitter post. We appreciate and have learned from the concerns brought to our attention, and we apologized for the harm this caused. After reading and processing the feedback, we have immediately returned to the drawing board and are currently reworking the design of the Collector's Assassin's Creed, Yasuke, and Noe. Stay tuned. The apology post was issued 27 days after the figure was revealed. Torii Gates are found close to religious shrines all over Japan. And as you can see here, they talk about how the one in Nagasaki is located next to this shrine right here. And it's significant because it reminds people of what happened in World War II. And there's been more. I'm surprised that they go on and talk about the sign stealing that they did with that Japanese historical reenactment group that had their own banners, and they just pretty much went to Google search and lifted those and put those in the game, thinking nobody would notice in the age of the internet. So they paid a big price, and now the game is in a lot of trouble. Now, what goes on with this thing, I don't know. This Pure Arts toy here, the question I have is, when was this thing going to release? So I wonder, 404 page not found. So they took it down. Of course they did, right? Because they canceled it. I wonder, I really do, if this hit production. Because they announced this back in September 19th. And they were rolling up to where the game came out. And I would imagine they wanted to put this out around the same time as the game. So I wonder if they actually put this in production. And now they're going to have to not only pay to destroy this shit, but make a new one. I wonder if that happened here. Now, we'll never know because they'll never tell us. But what a screw-up. If they actually mass-produce these, that is a huge loss for this company. And, you know, they would have had to submit this design to Ubisoft for approval because they're licensing this for sale. So they would have had to say, hey, Ubisoft, is this cool? What do you think? And they gave it a thumbs up. And if they put this in production and then they got called out over it, that's a big problem. And they should demand money for that from Ubisoft. They should demand money because I guarantee you they had to approve this. You can't just make what you want and put it out. You have to get it approved by the people who hold the license, I would imagine. Like you would have pitched it to them to get it made in the first place. So, I mean, that's my guess, right? I don't know 100% if that's true. I'm speculating, but man, that has to be how some of this went down. The blame is on Ubisoft. So now this company might have potentially lost a shitload of money because Ubisoft is incompetent and hires shitty consultants. This is a problem with these woke consultants when you pick these people up. Most of them are shit. They're half-assed. They're dollar store versions of the actual people that you would want. And now you're stuck with this product that you're going to have to destroy if that happened. Now, it's tough to say because, like I said, this was announced on the 19th of September. That's not that long ago. The game, I believe, was supposed to come out like now, right? Was it early November? November 15th. Had to find that in old articles. So Digital Trends had it right here, everything we know so far. So it was supposed to come out in November. That was in September. So they might have just made it without having to produce any of those, which would be better for that company. But if those did get made, Ubisoft should have to give them a cut, an extra cut or something, because that's their fault at the end of the day. So maybe they dodged a bullet. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Just another big screw up in this Shadows controversy that just keeps going. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.